Gaffer, back to it on Saturday when we head to Reading. How much are you looking forward to getting back to games?
Can't wait. Been a long time. Been a long time to spew over a Shrewsbury performance that wasn't good enough. So looking forward to it. The players have trained really good this week. We've not got many injuries in terms of we've got Jordan Graham back. So Jordan Graham back. He'll be back in the squad. We've got little niggles because Warrington pulled out the Arsenal game and Brownie had to pull out late on. So we've got a few little niggles, but other than that, we're looking probably our strongest that we've been since pre-season.
How big a boost is it to have Jordan back?
Well, he's got an X factor. His X factor is when he gets in the final third, his decision making, he can slow the game down for us, and his delivery is of a really high level. So he gives us something different. At any moment, he can score from a set play or a cross because his quality is obviously a lot higher than this level. So we're pleased to have him back. Not only that, the fact that we've got Don Ball in now, we've got Jordan Graham coming back. It adds hundreds and hundreds of games to us.
Dom's come in, as you say. What was the thinking behind bringing him in?
Well, I've been speaking to Dom for 2.5 months. I've been trying to get it done for a long time. Experience, know-how, professionalism, good footballer. Played at a level last year where he won promotion. He played some games at right back, but the year before that won League One or got promoted from League One with Ipswich. So he's played at a good club with high expectations over the last 2 years and been part of a group that have delivered. So we expect him not only to bring a lot on the pitch, but a lot in the dressing room as well. And he's been in 2-3 days training. It's like he's settled in straight away because of the character. When you get to that age where you know what you're about and you know what you can deliver, you become more comfortable about talking and expressing your feelings. And he's been great since he walked in.
When we spoke to Dom earlier this week, he mentioned those like leadership qualities that he feels like he has. How important are those qualities that will go unnoticed to a lot of people?
Well, you look at a lot of the big teams in this league. You look at the Birminghams, you look at the Huddersfield, you look at Wrexham, who I watched against Reading on DVD. A lot of their recruitment have been ready-made players, experienced, ready to go. And I always feel that when you get players that are experienced and know the game and know the level and know what they're doing, they can manipulate and manoeuvre around the pitch to make the right decisions at that right time. But they can also play average and win. So when you get a real core of experienced players, very similar to our year in League Two, we could play average and win 1 or 2-0 because we had experienced players in the right positions that make good decisions. So I think when you get to that, you can play average and win. We've been playing really well and getting beat, and for me it stinks of a little bit of an experience here and there.
Reading have had a decent start to the season themselves. What kind of test are they going to give us?
Well, I thought it was one of the best teams last year, the well-coached team, and you have to take your hat off to everyone involved, the players, the coaching staff, Mark Bowen, because that club has had a really hard time for the last 2 years, and the fact that they've kept we played them here last year and we beat them in the last minute, and the fans were giving the players and the coaching staff a little bit of abuse. But I think ever since then they've handled themselves well. They've picked up results. Okay, they're a club that want to be back in the Premier League, but realise that with the takeover not happening yet and the struggles that they've got with signings or whatever it may be, the fact that the manager and the coaching staff have kept the boat steady and steering us in the right direction, that everybody at that club can take a huge pat on the back, because one day it'll get taken over and it'll be a huge football club again.
1,000 or around 1,000 fans heading there on Saturday, and then Tuesday 2,500 going to Brentford. How nice is that to be backed by 2 big crowds?
Brilliant, but it's nothing more than you always say is a message to the supporters every week, and it's not a message anymore. It's an expectancy because we know how good they are. They know we know what they can deliver. And I know we're in a little bit of a bad patch at the moment, but you can't expect us to keep going on that upward trajectory without a patch where we're going to get to a level where it's a little bit difficult. And we found it a little bit difficult against big clubs, even though I've took the time out and a little reset, and I've watched every single training session back, I've watched every single game back, and it ultimately comes down to big mistakes. A couple of really big mistakes at wrong moments have probably left us 6 or 7 points shy of where we should be. But also, we've got young players first-time loans, young players coming into the team, and they haven't quite experienced what a good club this can be in terms of the fans yet, because obviously they come in for criticism, and I know how special this club can be with the relationship between the supporters and the players, and I just want the supporters to get on give them confidence, sing the names, give them confidence, because if I rewind back 12 months, El Mazzuni was stepping up to this level, first time, making mistakes, too many touches, can't see the out ball, didn't track runners for goals. Ruel was still getting up to speed, sloppy in possession, certain things like that. Sol Bryn was making mistakes, Shaq Ford was nowhere near the team, off it, and all them 4 players went to be real big players for us. So if you look at our best team last year, we've lost 4 of them, we've lost Theo Archibald, we're just getting Jordan Graham back. So we kind of have like a transition every season, where I don't want it to be like that, but we couldn't afford to keep the players that we wanted. So please, I know we've made a few mistakes, individual mistakes and what have you, but please give these players, because we see it on the training ground, they're good enough. They're good enough. They're not, if not better than what we've just lost, okay? But they have to work in an environment where they're given confidence, and we try to give them that here. But if we give them that here, and they feel really good themselves, but then they go out on a Saturday afternoon and they're coming in for a little bit of stick, I know it's hard. I know fans want results now, and they want it to be instant. But please stick with them, because they're a good group. They want to learn. They want to get better. And I'm 100% sure that over a period of time that they will improve.